grammar school. We correct your life, not your words. Karen screaming at the sidewalk, drunks doing zigzags on the curb. Never bring a date to a roadside debate. Not cool to drive straight through a parade. No sex, no smoke on that court Zoom, fool. Jesus fell, bounced back, now he's watching you. Grady Judd coming up the Florida man. Tinder date sees it all. Grammar school, we put your best.
And it's hot.
Choices on the big screen.
Okay. Busy day at grammar school today. Thanks who came out to watch Spikey Sovcit, too many ninja edits. This one's a little more up grammar school alley. This one's a little more fun. You've probably seen this lady recently in other channels, but you haven't experienced it grammar style. So let's just jump right into it.
What do you have left, Mr. Pribble? Just Tierra Butler? State, would you please set a record for Tierra Butler?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. This is State of Indiana versus T.R. Butler, cause number 64D012306F65582. Defendant appears in court in person and with counsel, Mr. Steve Pribble. State of Indiana by Gary German.
Okay. Mr. Pribble?
Your Honor, defense is still working with state to resolve this matter. We have not yet been able to do so. That's the status of
The captions aren't 100% accurate. As you can tell, I was doing some editing. I was doing some experiments with editing, so let's see how this goes. But I like using the captions with the grammar students because it compares what they're saying to what the caption thinks that they're saying.
Okay. And then,
Pardon?
what would you like me to do?
Well, Your Honor, I think ultimately this case may go to trial. I'd like the opportunity to speak with Ms. Butler a little more maybe before we set that, but I'll leave that to the court's discretion.
Okay, State, you asking for a jury setting?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. I want to note a couple things for the record. Ms. Butler, I received a pro se filing from you yesterday. There were some documents and things mailed to the court. Do you recall doing that? You recall sending this to the court?
I sent it to the young lady, yes.
Okay, so I am going to scan this, put it up into your file, but I just want to note for the record that we don't permit what's called hybrid representation, okay? So you have counsel, you can't also submit matters on your own behalf. Anything you want to submit to the court, you have to submit through your attorney. Do you understand that?
Yes,
You do understand that?
yes.
Okay, and then the matters that you submitted aren't matters that we understand in this court. You submitted what we refer to as pseudo-legal jargon or matters that are contractual in nature and have nothing at all to do with a criminal court case. So I'll upload them into the case, but I'm also going to strike them from the record. Okay? Just so you're aware.
Mail that to the clerk. I didn't mail it to.
Denied.
That's private that you have, the documents that you have.
Do you have another case pending somewhere in the court system other than this one?
It's just this case here.
Okay.
Those was private documents. It wasn't for public only.
Is this something you
I mailed them to the court, but they're private. But I mailed them to y'all. If you guys watch the Sovcit and Wiggins, there is a huge difference between the way that Fish interacts with the Sovcit versus the way that we just saw Wiggins do it. I'm going to say yesterday by the time I publish this.
want to file with the clerk?
No, it wasn't filing with the court. No, it wasn't supposed to file with the court. It's supposed to file with the head clerk, Jessica.
And are you trying to file a case or something other than in this case?
It's referring to this case, yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
we'll upload them into the file and strike them from the record, as I mentioned. Let's get a trial on the calendar. Mr. Prosecutor, how many days you need to try this case?
I believe 2. 2's a good number for any Sovcit in traffic court. basically take the standard and double it. Pay attention to her hair. Let me give you a little bit, a little more. I thought that might zoom in a little bit. Pay attention to her hair. It looks. I don't even know how to describe it. Just you'll see what I mean.
I believe too.
And let me say something. Because I'm not being represented and I'm not, my evidence is not being presented like it's supposed to be. That's crazy! Yeah, because you're not helping me.
Nope.
How soon can you be ready, State?
Roughly, I'm gonna say 60 to 90 days.
Would I be able to say something? Okay.
Nope.
Is Brandon Collins gonna go?
Judge, we just signed the plea and forwarded that. It should be up.
Brandon Collins has a plea ready to submit. How about Mr. Pribble, August the 18th?
Fine for me.
Okay. All set. Trial by jury on August 18th and 19th. We'll do a pretrial conference on July 17th. And then trial readiness on June the 12th at 8:30. We're starting a little earlier that morning because we're in a jury trial, but I opened a court call yesterday because I mean, we have days and no Fridays available, so we'll set it up for then. So Ms. Butler, I set you over for a jury trial on August 18th and 19th, 2026. If you fail to appear for your jury trial, I'll hold it in your absence, and you can be convicted even if you're not present. You understand that?
I comprehend.
And then you've got a pretrial conference on July 17th at 9 and a trial readiness hearing on June the 12th at 8:30 in order to appear for both of those. So we'll see you back here next time, June 12th at 8:30. We're adjourned.
Your Honor, before we adjourn,
Can you grab the mic?
Before we adjourn, Your Honor, I know Ms. Butler wanted to make a statement if court would allow that.
Okay, go ahead.
Here we start.
How you doing? The reason why I might have to let Mr. Pribble go because I'm not being helped with my case. There's a lot.
I gotta make a quick point right here. Hold on. You see this little emoji? Hold on.
Court would allow that.
Okay, go ahead.
How you doing? The reason why I might have to let Mr. Pribble go because I'm not.
This one right here. The two hands. Not too long ago, I told a group of people that cancer might be back, and that's still a thing. But I had a lot of people send me this emoji, and it's a high five emoji. I think a lot of people look at it as like prayer hands. But if you Google it, this is a high five emoji.
Not been helped with my case. There's a lot of violations that happen towards me. There's a lot of my evidence has been tainted, and it's a one-sided case. There's a lot of due process violations that occur, and no one want to listen. Everybody's being selective minded, and I just want to address that to the court.
Oh, the irony of a Sovcit saying that everyone else is being selective minded.
Have so much evidence that I have presented in this court to show you, to prove to you, show facts, and also show you there's a lot of concealment within this court. So I'm asking you, can you address somebody to assist me in that matter?
Ma'am, we appointed the Porter County Public Defender Service, I believe, to represent you. Are you in this matter privately, Mr. Pribble?
No, I'm not.
So we appointed the Porter County Public Defender Service to represent you, ma'am. I appoint them and then they appoint a lawyer. So you've got Mr. Pribble involved in the case. You can't pick and choose what lawyer you get when you ask the court to appoint counsel for you. You get what you get.
I get that, sir.
Okay?
But only thing, the reason why I ask is because I feel like I'm not being helped. I see like I can do it myself and present this as pro se, but evidently, it's just being delayed continuously.
Well, ma'am, if you want me to do what's called a Feretta hearing and make a determination whether you can represent yourself without counsel, are you prepared to do that?
Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, I mean, I can do that Feretta hearing, but I'll let Mr. Pribble go for the day and I'll hold you until we're completed with the rest of our business. I'm not gonna make all these other people wait while I go through a Feretta hearing with you. Cause it takes a little bit of time.
It does, okay.
And I'm
Is
gonna
that
ask Bill, can you?
possible I can come back?
What'd you say, Judy?
My name's not Judy.
What'd you say, man?
Myself, okay.
So here's a form that I need you to review. And you can step back and then I'll call you back up here at the end. We can go through the Feretta with you.
Can I come back?
Come back when?
What time is it? Around 12:30?
Oh, no, ma'am. I don't have time at 12:30, but I have time around 11:30. So, I mean, like I'm saying, you can step back.
Okay,
We'll not conclude your matter today. We'll let Mr. Pribble not have to be present for the Feretta hearing since it's just regarding whether she can appear pro se, and I can talk with her directly about that.
okay,
So you can wait until the end of our call and then come back and we can handle this.
okay, thank
Okay?
you.
All right.
Okay. Pay attention to the hair.
Is that all you had, Mr. Pribble?
Yeah, that's all, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you did the heavy lifting.
A few moments later.
06F65582. I have a request for pro se. She would like to represent herself in this matter. So I'd like to conduct a Feretta hearing. Yeah, I have one here, but I'll use.
I got my hair spikes. What the heck? It's also funny that the attorney is sitting on the opposite table. However, I think that might actually be the prosecutor.
Use this one. That's fine. Ms. Butler, please raise your hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm under penalty of perjury to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. All right.
Nope.
Are you under the influence of any alcohol or drugs today?
no,
All right. Have we set a trial on your case? I was gonna get back in the calendar here.
Yes, you did.
Get back in the file rather. I closed it.
We did, Your Honor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we set a trial already. Your trial set for August the 18th and 19th. And you've indicated you want to represent yourself. Did you have a chance to review the pro se waiver rights form I presented you in open court?
I looked at it a little bit.
Did you sign off on that?
No, I did not sign off on it yet.
Okay, would you like
Nope.
to have more time to review it before you sign it?
Yes, can I get the second page, please? Because I had written on the back of it. You
I'll
have
give you a
you have
whole
a
new-
spare, I'm just gonna give me a whole new one. Can I also address something? You just let me know when I can.
Go ahead.
When we spoke earlier about the document that was submitted, I just want to inform you that,
Damn it, I think I did that on mute. But here it starts. When we was spoke. When we was spoke.
the head clerk is aware of it. Since May 11, they've been working with me, providing me all the accounting. What you just gotten just now, I think one of your staff did
What you just gotten.
not follow the correct procedures. So I was going to let you know that my estate has not been abandoned. I also want to let you know that I did not appoint anyone to administrate my estate.
Administrate.
So, for that being said, I'm coming here with honor, clean hands, and no conversing.
And no what? And spiky hair, but in no what?
So, for that being said, I'm coming here with honor, clean hands, and no conversing. I do not want to argue about anything. I
Converser?
just want it to be settled, closed, and gone.
Okay, ma'am. Anything else?
When you do
You've reached
present
your limit on
another
talking.
date
Shut the fuck up.
for me to come in, would I be able to talk about this matter? How this all led up to, because I really never got a chance to even speak to no one. I've been
Ma'am, that's what the
silent.
jury trial's for, okay? All the facts and circumstances related to the case, the state's evidence, everything of that nature would come out during the jury trial. So I need to go through this Feretta hearing with you, ma'am.
Okay,
You've indicated you want to represent yourself at trial. You have a right to do that, just as you have a right to have counsel present and have a court-appointed counsel if you can't afford one. But before I make that decision final, I want to make sure you understand what you'll be giving up. You understand you may have a number of defenses which apply to your case, which an attorney is trained to know. Do you understand that?
I comprehend.
Okay. And do you realize that if you were convicted of the offense in this case, that you're facing a possible penalty, 2 level 6 felonies. So each one of those would carry between 6 months to 2.5 years in prison. So the total combined penalty could be 1 year to 5 years in prison. Do you understand that that's the possible penalty?
I comprehend that as well.
You realize there are factors the court can consider in increasing your sentence within that range or in decreasing your sentence within that range, and that those are called mitigating and aggravating circumstances, and that a trained attorney knows how to identify those and present those to the court?
I comprehend that.
Okay. Attorneys have developed certain skills in invest.
I feel like I can hear her thoughts, and they sound something like this.
Investigating your case, interrogating witnesses, and finding favorable witnesses and obtaining their testimony. They can explain the charges and any lesser included offenses to you. They can gather documents and other kinds of written evidence. They can prepare and file motions before trial such as motions for a speedy trial, motions for discovery, motions to keep unfavorable information from being received as evidence. They know how to examine and cross-examine witnesses at trial. They can recognize objectionable and unfavorable evidence and promptly object to its use. They can present favorable sentencing information and attack unfavorable sentencing information. At a jury trial, they can present favorable opening and closing statements, prepare appropriate written jury instructions, and select a jury. They have the training, knowledge, and skill at properly preserving the record of the case for purposes of an appeal. An attorney can also evaluate the strengths or weaknesses of the case against you and give you expert advice on whether you should attempt to seek a plea agreement with the state, which may result in the dismissal of some of the charges and a recommendation for a favorable sentence in return for your plea of guilty. Do you understand all that?
I comprehend it.
Nope.
You know they don't want you to eat breakfast, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna eat breakfast.
I was wondering if there's a good place to play that.
Okay. You must understand if you decide not to have an attorney, you will not receive any special treatment with your defense. You have to follow the same rules and procedures in your case as an attorney would have to do. Do you understand that?
Yes, I comprehend that, so.
Okay, so you filed these documents with the court, and these documents make statements about an Office of Executor Observations,
Mhm.
findings regarding Porter County Superior Court interaction with Tierra Lene Butler. You talk about final order to settle and close,
Yes,
different things like this. And then
Yes.
there's like a recitation of chronology, different things of that nature. And a few minutes ago, you mentioned something about how the clerk's office is helping you like settle your accounts and different things of that nature. You understand that those aren't themes or processes that are part of the criminal court proceeding?
well, I had did some research
I had did some research.
on my case, and I noticed that I had ended up
Oh,
hiring.
that's not the question I
No,
asked.
no,
I think you misunderstood the question.
it's not criminal. It's not criminal.
Oh, you're in a criminal
Criminal.
proceeding. Do you understand that?
Yes, I am in a criminal proceeding, but like I've been trying to explain, ever since when I had,
Well, I need you to answer the question I asked you.
Okay.
Okay, which was whether you understand that these documents and things that you follow with the clerk's office, what's the receipt date on this?
it should be April 16 or 15.
April 16th it was received, so just yesterday.
Mhm.
That these aren't criminal matters that you followed with the court?
Those are criminal matters, the violations that have been held against me. Yes, that's a lot of.
Criminal that had been held against me.
You understand they're not, though. I mean, these aren't things of a criminal nature that would be part of this criminal case.
Well, you saying what I just found is not what criminal?
This
Oh my God.
Explain a little bit
document,
clearer.
these papers seem to indicate.
All right, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Some words are hard to pronounce, like jury's fine. I'll think of something. The last video made I struggled on a word.
That you're trying to proceed in equity.
Oh, here's one. Rear wheel drive. I had to really think about that one.
Or
Yeah,
understand
that's
sort of
what
a
it
pseudo legal jargon, some type of
Is we in the Article Court 3 right now?
say again?
Are we in the Article Court 3 right now?
I don't understand what you mean. This is
Means
the Superior
that,
Court of Porter County.
okay, so we basically still in the same court as administrator. So you're basically trying to administrate a mistake. What I was letting you know.
Okay, Ms. Butler, you understand that these
Basically trying to administrate a mistake.
administrative things that you're talking about aren't part of this court proceeding?
I know, I'm aware of that. I was talking to myself, but what I'm saying is I have done some research, okay? And
driving me
I
nuts.
actually wanted to address it. And I'm not getting no assistance with the public defender. Okay.
What are you trying to address, ma'am?
My innocence
Judge Fish's head is about to pop, just like everybody watching this.
of the matter, and also the violations, the due process, the unverified information, the lying, the evaluation. I've been forced to be drugged without a cell hearing. My evidence that was held from me when the what's his name? Jeffrey Clymer had ordered the prosecutor to meet me in private to see my documents. I mean, the evidence held against me, and he refused to present them to me. That's
It's not. It's what we call sharing discovery.
the Brandy violation because it worked in my favor when I first got it. Then also
Ms.
on the
Butler,
record.
I'm trying to get you through this
Hold on.
Feretta hearing.
I know,
okay?
but you asked me, and I'm trying to explain the violations. Okay,
Right, but those aren't violations that are
they are
part of this court proceeding.
now on this court
If you
proceeding.
have something that you plan to file related to that, it has to be filed through your attorney because you
And
still have attorney.
I did that too. You know what he did?
I don't know, ma'am.
Ignored me.
What you have filed through the clerk's office,
Oh, it's so much worse when they emphasize syllables. Just completely. Oh my god. Agnort me. Ag instead of egg. Nort.
you're saying are matters in equity. We don't recognize what you're talking about in
You
these
asked,
filings.
this is a bank. This is a bank. I understand how the
What'd you
court-
say?
This court system operates like a bank.
Nope.
Okay, it doesn't, ma'am. This
It
court system doesn't
operates.
operate like a
Yes,
bank
it
in any way whatsoever.
I
So-
take it, hold on, let me finish.
No, I'm not gonna let you finish that
Okay.
particular
Like
statement.
I said, I want to
because
preface
I
this.
just
I don't
need-
want to argue
I need
anything.
you to,
I just want you to
redirect it.
understand me mentally.
I did the mental thing just fine. I'm not
Okay.
worried about any mental thing.
Okay.
What I'm worried
okay.
about is the conception you may have that this is some sort of court of equity or some sort of a business transaction, some sort of a bank, something of that nature, because it is none of those things. You realize that? This is a criminal court.
Yes, it is. This setting is.
We're not an Article 3 court. That's a federal concept.
Yes.
You understand that?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're an Article 7 court,
Mhm,
if you must know, in
Mhm,
the state of Indiana,
mhm.
separate judicial branch,
Yes,
not any of the things that you've said here.
yes.
So what I need you to tell me is
Okay.
whether you are understanding that you have to follow, if you're going to represent yourself,
Mhm,
you have to follow all the rules and regulations
mhm.
that are promulgated by the courts of Indiana. You have to
Okay.
follow the criminal rules. You have
Mhm.
to follow the trial rules.
Yes.
Will you do that?
Yes.
You will do that.
Yes.
So you understand that what you filed yesterday can be stricken under the record. Under the trial rules, under Indiana Trial Rule 12F, because it's impertinent to anything that is going on in this proceeding. You realize that?
I understand that in a sense, but like I keep explaining to you, it was not supposed to be filed in the court.
So why did you file it in the court?
That's the difference.
You filed it at the clerk's office.
Yes.
Well, let's carry that out for a minute.
Yes. It's a difference.
What's the name of the clerk's office?
The court's office is the clerk of clerks.
Uh,
Clerk of clerks.
Clerk
Yes.
of courts, right? So there are
Yes.
clerks. So if you
Yes.
file something that, and you have a case pending, they send that to your case. Unless you try to open a case of your own,
No.
you're trying to open litigation of your own.
No.
Okay.
What I am.
This has to be presented in your court case here. you're
So you
telling
will
me
not
have to follow
strike
the
it?
Rules.
You won't strike it down, or you will strike
Oh,
it
it
down?
has to be stricken. It is impertinent to anything we're doing here. You understand?
No, I don't understand.
Okay.
how
You
just
have
structure-
filed documents making commercial demands, demanding accountings,
Yes.
challenging the capitalization. No, you didn't do that, but
Mm-mm.
challenging different things about who you are and
Mhm.
He just assumed. He assumed on the capitalization. he's he's dealt with soft sits once or twice.
who you would in equity
Yes.
minister to,
And for
those
me,
kinds of things. Ma'am, you understand those have no basis in Indiana criminal law.
okay.
You realize
But-
that?
But let me explain, can I make a statement to you then? You said there's no
No.
basis in criminal
Go
law.
ahead. What's your statement?
Well, I also want to say something, and I also am a minister, and I want to read this on the record, okay? And it states that should a man prove himself to be living and not dead, nor lost of sea,
Oh, this is gonna get good.
his estate must be returned to him with mean profit. I am the living man that has a womb. I have accepted appointment of this office of executive. As such, this office gives notice of its accusations and findings. And now I have issued orders, okay? And in the scripture, the living and the spiritual man judgeth over all things, yet he shall be judged by no man. And that's 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 15. Like I said, I came here with clean hands.
Arcade.
And I'm now the executor. My estate is no longer being
Executor.
abandoned. And I don't allow no more trespassing and interloping upon and administrating it. I discovered a lot of things along the way, put me in this position.
I'm guessing drugs is one of the things you discovered. Maybe some booze. I don't know. But you got felonies.
Okay, ma'am. Clean hands is an equitable doctrine. You understand that? This is not a court of equity. If you were in a court of equity, you wouldn't even be given or afforded the right to a jury. I think it's appropriate for me at this time now to terminate the Ferretta inquiry, deny your request to proceed pro se. I'll specifically find that the request is not a genuine attempt to present a legal defense, but a calculated strategy to obstruct and subvert the court's proceedings. The defendant's utilizing rhetoric of what would typically be called a sovereign citizen movement,
No.
including raising nonsensical
No.
challenges
No,
and attempting to apply commercial law to criminal prosecution
No.
or equitable law.
no, that's not
Ma'am, you
true.
keep saying no, but you're talking over me and I don't appreciate it because I'm trying to rule. The right of self-representation is not a license to abuse the dignity of the courtroom or no relevant rules of procedure and substantive law. Based on the defendant's filings and her statements in open court, court finds she's unwilling to comply with rules of procedure and intends to use self-representation solely for deliberate disruption of the proceedings. The request to proceed pro se is denied and appointed counsel will remain on the case. We're adjourned.
That's.
Oh, if you missed the video from yesterday or last night or whenever you watch this, I found out that StreamYard will AI some backgrounds. So last night, while I was making a recording that I published, I typed in roosters with hats. In case you're curious about the background. What do you guys think of that one? Again, I appreciate you watching to the end of the video. It helps this channel, any other channel, more than you know. I thought Judge Fish did a fantastic job. I think not only did he do a fantastic job, I think he went above and beyond it. Could he have made it shorter? Yeah, absolutely. But he got more accomplished than usual. First, he struck all of her filings, right? So they're input, but they're not valid. They don't they're not sitting there as a reference for her future hearings. I don't know if I've seen a judge do that. He also let her put stuff on the record, but didn't let her go for 30 minutes, have a 30-minute response, go for 30 minutes and back and forth. He kept moving it forward. He was very matter of fact, very to the point, very frank, very concise. He did an awesome job. Fantastic. She was, I don't know if I put her in the rookie Sovcit category. I feel like she might have been a hybrid of something else before she became full Sovcit. So, she definitely needs grammar school. Speech practice in general, I don't know. Oh, I was looking for this button. But the end result was
Denied.
Which makes this one a little more interesting is that her assigned public defender was not present. I don't believe that was the guy sitting across the table. You know what? Let's go look at it real quick because they both look really similar. I think they both have the same color hair. They're dressed somewhat similar. All right, so we've got yeah, it looks like her assigned attorney's is more of a dark gray, and the prosecutor's straight white on the hair. And yeah, that's definitely the prosecutor. Okay, just wanted to make sure. I would have assumed the public defender would have been present for that, but it was a Feretta hearing, so I don't know if it really mattered so much. Anyway, her vocabulary, her everything. I think I would have preferred. No, it was fantastic. I was about to say I think I would have preferred fingernails against chalk for 5 minutes, but I think it's, in hindsight, it's good for the channel. It's one of the many reasons I named this channel Grammar School. Anyway, I wrote down all our court hearings. Hopefully I remember to circle back to them. I have a feeling this one's going to be entertaining. I also have a pretty strong feeling that August 18th trial date is not going to happen. I have a stronger feeling that the pretrial hearings that were put in the calendar aren't going to happen either, at least not on the dates that they're assigned, because she's not going to show up to something. I don't know. As usual, I appreciate you guys. There's a lot. I intended to see, today is May 5th. I intend to release this on May 6th, but there's a lot of people streaming early up until the time when I normally stream. So maybe I'll just set it for after my stream and then raid myself. I don't know. Or maybe I'll set it before all of everybody's streams. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm thinking out loud. You guys have a wonderful night. I think I still have Dre. Dre has a warrant as the outro. Okay, I need to go to bed.
Dre rode and lay. Zoom was his stay. Slurring his words like a drunk Shakespeare page. Judge Tammy's gavel, oh, it hit so hard. You did his mic, but Dre kept his part. He swayed in his chair, gave the webcam a grin, laid to court, but the trouble's with him. Dre has a warrant. Oh, yes, he does. Dre has a warrant for breaking the buzz. He's got a home sweet home miracle sign, but the law ain't fooled by his drunken lie. Grammar school's rolling, channels alive, idiots in court, trying to survive. Dre stuttering stories, they're falling apart. He showed up lit, but he's no work of art. Judge Tammy's patience, it's paper thin. Dre won't leave, but the warrant's locked in. Dre has a warrant. Oh, yes, he does.